Here we go. Value their voice. We talked a whole lot about voice today. We talked a whole lot about, that voice that said Boston at the beginning. But here's what I mean when I say value their voice. I don't just mean obviously I mean your voice, right? I mean the people that are sitting next to you. But most importantly, who do we work for? Yes. We work for them. I know everybody in here is highly intellectual. You don't need me to tell you that there won't be an institution if there are no students. You know this. Thank you for the person who laughed. I was trying to be funny, but I guess it didn't land. I want you to value their voice. Here's what it may look like. You may have that student that comes and knocks on your office door every single day or every so often with the same problem situation, and you may get tired of hearing it. That third or fourth or maybe fifth time that they come to your office, I want you to listen with a different perspective. I want you to begin to ask questions. Like, why is it that they keep coming? What is the problem, the root, the foundation of the problem that they're facing? And then let's get to a solution. I want you to value what they have to say, no matter how crazy you think it is. Oh, you can't listen. We can't write it off because we think it's crazy. They don't come from where we come from. They don't have the experiences that we've had. We can learn from each other. We can enhance each other. But I want you to value their voice, what they have to say. When you see opportunities to pour, and when I say pour, I'm talking about, metaphorically, I want you to pour into them. Because what they do not know, you know. I want you to pour everything into them so that when they leave this institution, they won't be half filled. So that when they leave this institution, they won't go elsewhere looking for solutions that they should have gotten here. I want you to value their voice. Sometimes they may not say what the problem is. Sometimes they may not outright come out and tell you that I really don't know what I'm doing. But their actions will reflect someone who's looking for an answer. Does that make sense? Yes or no? Yes. Their actions will reflect someone who is wandering, who is aimlessly wandering, needing a GPS. Do you know who that GPS is? It's you, but more importantly, it's us. More importantly, it's us cohesively working together so that we can be better. More importantly, it's us with one mind, with one target that we're hitting on a daily basis. And when we look up at the end of the year, we'll see all of the wonderful things that we've accomplished. I want you to value what they have to say. I want you to teach them that there's time and place, right? I had an interesting encounter when I was in college where I told you I was official student representative, and I got a little haughty in my position, and I had to get humbled. Because I thought that I could approach my mentor, my fraternity brother, in a way that was not the proper way to do it. I had to learn. Sometimes those conversations that you have may be a little uncomfortable for them, and that's okay. That's why you're here. Because you know what they need to hear. Let's go a little bit deeper, y'all. I know we love mamas and daddies. I know we love, where they come from, but sometimes mom and dad don't have the answers. It doesn't make their value any less. It doesn't devalue them, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is that sometimes you may be able to understand what they're saying or what they're seeking better than mom and dad. It's our responsibility to be that safe place. Here we go. This is a quote that I really, really love. It's an African proverb, and this is the first part of it, but we're going to finish it. The first part of it is on the board. It says, if you want to go fast, go alone. Look at real quick. I want everybody to take a look at these, the goals that we have. Just glance at them real quick. You don't need to, just take a look, right? This is going to require us. Requirement, paramount. No way to get it done without it. No way to get any of these things done without us going together. If you want to go fast, the end of it is this: go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. If you want to go fast, go alone. But you'll look up and see half of the goals accomplished. If you want to go fast, go alone. But you'll look up and see that there was still more left for us to do. I don't know why, but I just feel so empowered being amongst you guys. Like that moment that I saw y'all working beforehand, I firmly believe that this is probably one of the greatest institutions in the country because of you. Please understand that it's going to require us to go together. We're so much better. None of us are as strong as all of us. I know you may be good at what you do. I know you're qualified. I know you have the initials at the end of your name. I know that you graduated with the highest honor, and that's great. I promise you I'm not being sarcastic. I only graduated with honor, barely. But I'm telling you this, that we can't be who we're supposed to be if we all collectively aren't working towards the same target. Thankfully, I didn't even have to do it, but I always start with the exercise when I'm doing trainings and stuff like this with staff. Is I always encourage us to begin with the end in mind, right? We've heard that phrase before, beginning with the end in mind. And I would literally ask every individual to envision the next school year. I would give this, and you guys can use this in your breakouts. Ask yourself or ask your group, give the scenario that today is, what's today, May the 30th, right? May the 30th, 2024, a year from now, right? May the 30th, 2024, and we've just had the best school year ever. And then work backwards and ask yourself what happened over that school year to make it the best school year ever. Now that we know that we have targets to hit, now that we know that our voice is valuable, now that we know that we have the responsibility to write, to rewrite, to erase, to edit, to add on to the stories of the students that we serve, now that we know that while our paychecks may say one thing, we know who we work for. I need us to know that we can't do any of this if we don't work together. None of us are as strong as all of us. I would really love for us to end with this quote, all of us saying this together. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Repeat after me. If you want to go fast, no, don't whisper it. If you want to go fast, I can't be louder than all of y'all. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Thank you so much. That's my time. This is why you need a dynamic speaker for your upcoming event. Take a listen.
Today's presentation was excellent. I think that it was very needed. When I think about just the world's context, it's a difficult time with the internationally and in America, and then we're at the end of the academic year here at Endicott, and it's really easy to feel discouraged and kind of burnt out. So I just thought it was very energizing and inspirational, and I think it helps. As someone in higher ed, we tend to get very focused in on small problems, and it was really helpful to kind of pull back and see the bigger picture of vision and legacy and why what we do matters. I highly recommend Jordan to anyone in higher ed looking to bring a speaker in to kind of re-inspire and re-energize their staff as to why they do what they do and how to do it with excellence, and how to have a long-term vision and a long-term goal. Hands down, no reservations. I think Jordan's excellent, and he brings the energy and the joy that we all need, and we especially all need when we're in a setting that can have a lot of pressure from many directions, which can happen in higher ed. So I think re-energizing, bringing joy, casting a long-term vision and legacy, absolutely, those are all things that are needed in higher ed, especially right now. So Jordan would be great as a speaker.
My name is Jordan Green-Ellis, and since 2018, I've had the honor to serve organizations just like yours. Whether it be a small, intimate workshop or a keynote with thousands in the crowd, I believe that no matter who you are, whatever barriers you face, whatever city you come from, that there is greatness on the inside of you. So as you're planning for your next event, I humbly ask that you consider me, Jordan Green-Ellis, where inspiration and information collide.